This is Corktown, where the Michigan train station is. I haven't been here in 50 years. And that's what it looks like. It's kind of neat. My son and I came out here for the day after Ford Motor Company went and purchased it. You can see all the people that are lined up here. And that's just one of 3 days. Some views looking at all the windows that have been put in. But now Ford Motor Company is really dedicated to getting this office space done. Here's some other views. If you look, you can see some of the railings have been knocked down, but that stuff is easy to be replaced. It should be looking something like the other side here, which I'm showing you at this point. You can see all the pillars. Here's just a front view of what Ford put on the building as we came up, and it was kind of impressive. Some of the more detailed artwork that was done to these buildings back in that age. Like I say, it's 50 years. My son Aaron noticed that there was like a medical symbol on the building, so I decided to take a picture of that. Another view of the front of the building prior to us going in. A few people just mulling around. Now this is the side of the building. The dark opening in the back is where they used to drop off the people by horse and buggy. Here's my son Aaron, my buddy. He's taken me all over the place, and he really knows downtown. And of course, there's the big boy. He just standing there. He couldn't get a smile on his face. What's the matter with him? Here we are together, and here's that smile. I really enjoy going places with him. But onto the inside now. You can see this is the main hall where everybody used to sit and wait for the incoming trains or the trains that were leaving. Ford had some nice light work on the ceiling. You can see the Ford emblem there. Plus, you can see some of the lights on the ceiling of the seating hall here, the waiting area. You can see some more of the lights that came up from the side and just scrolled along the top of the ceiling. It was pretty nice layout that they did. See, it's got communities and different words and we believe, and Detroit's really coming around. Still is a lot of areas that are messed up bad that are going to take a lot of work. It's going to take a lot of money too. This is one of the pieces that the graffiti artists that were there were doing it on some big boards, and you can see there's a lot of talent there. It really impressed me. This shows some of the ceiling in the main seating area, how it's come out, and all the plaster work and the rewire that was behind it. Oh, and they also had some nitrogen frozen ice cream for us to eat. That was kind of a cool thing. This shows what the seating area looked like before it went into disrepair after 1988. And this is looking from the back of the station to the main door where you come in. But there's also another interesting thing. Some artist on the bottom of a pillar painted that opening of the door. Pretty interesting. This is the side door, which I was showing you before, where the horse-drawn buggies used to drop off the people. Then there was the issue of one of the clocks in the station, which was returned right after they found out that Ford was going to redo the building. This is the clock face itself that they had while we were going through. We could look at it. This shows where it was mounted on the side where the automobiles used to come and drop off people on the other side of the station. And this is what it looks like today. It's going to be better. It's just going to be a lot of work. This is the inside. This is sort of not the waiting area, but the staging area to get onto the trains. And this is another view of it. All the doors in the back is where they used to enter to the tracks. And this is one of those doors entering into the tracks. Here shows some more of the ceiling, how it's coming down. It's really something. This shows an area where a ticket counter in between the seating area and the staging area, where somebody's purchasing a ticket. This is what it looks like now. So I'm sure Ford Motor Company is gonna have this place. Their intent is to make it look the way that it did. Again, on the outside the building as we were leaving, this shows some more of the artwork above the windows. That's just a close-up. So you can see all the type of detail that they had back in 1913 when this place actually opened. This is one of the windows showing some of the ironwork on the window and some of the wood, what has to be refurbished. So Ford has their hands full. And the end, this was a building next to it that Ford bought. It was the book repository, I believe. So that was it. Oh, and here is the stamping of the man you see all over Detroit, the orange man that's up on the buildings. Look at all the people here. Are you glad to be here?
Heck yeah. I'm glad you're here with me.
This is a blast.
Better get yourself
Well,
a good
this is the 24th, Sunday the 24th? I believe it is. Oh, there's our neighbors. Okay. Sorry. Oh, look at that church there. I wonder about that steeple. Yeah. Yeah, you're right there. Okay, we're moving with it. He's got the stabilizer on here, so it does a pretty good job. This is really cool. All these people. This is day 2 of 3.
Day 3 of 4.